Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and it is Monday and we have blue sky and the most beautiful fluffy white clouds. Don't know what that means. But anyway, I am continuing on with this one that I started the other day. I've actually went and looked for some beads to put in this and haven't looked very far because of the ones that go in the centre there. I have to find those now. I could have sworn I put these back in the box. Actually, there's some in here too. I might have done. I'll put it back in the box. Where is it? Is that in there? Looks like them. Okay. Right. Now, I hope everybody's having a good day and they're all staying safe. And why can't I see this very good? I must have the camera in me. The camera must have been in the way of the light. Okay, so I'm going to put one of these. I'm doing these little flowers, and I was actually working on one at the end of the last video that I made for me, sort of tidying up something. But you know, it's not easy to do. And I know this is me hubby coming in here now with me cup of coffee. He's a good fella. He's bringing me a cup of coffee. He's putting it here. Aren't you, darling? Thank you. I made your space. Thank you. Okay, now put this. It's starting to get really cool in here. That heater turns itself off and waits till it gets cold and then it turns itself back on again. I don't understand. Something to do with the thermostat, I guess, or whatever they are. Okay, so let's do some more of these ones and hopefully we'll get a bit more work done on this today if I don't flare around too much. I've got the needle thread of this there, look at that, and there's beads here in front of me. 1, 2, 3, 4 on it because there's already one on there. Okay, try and bring that down there a bit closer so you can see what we're doing. And then I'm just going to put it round in a circle and go back through the first one that was actually on the piece of material and then put that round in through there and get hooked up with everything. Come on. Rightio. Yeah, I started to tidy up the tail a tiny bit, but you know, you need to do other things. It's too much this tidying thing. If I put, it takes me a long time because I start fiddling around with stuff. I don't put it in the right place or always something. Then I can't find it, and I find it easier if I know it's on the table. I have been getting stuff down off the shelves, you see, and Jeremy's been reaching it down for me, and I'm not putting them back. So I'm going to get him in here one day when the weather's a little bit better. Then we're going to work on putting the things back up where they're supposed to go. How's that look? Looks pretty ducky, doesn't it, really? Pretty ducky. I do like that. I reckon that looks really, really nice. Look at this one here, he's jumped out of the middle. That's not a very good sign. Sonya better go back there and fasten him down. How do you get out of there? Probably didn't fasten him on good enough. Better go back and fix that. Fair now while I'm thinking about it. Because I won't put any more of those on yet. I'm going to do another row of stitching and put something else along some of them so you can see different designs, hopefully. If I can get it out from my head out to the piece of fabric. So it's a wobbling around piece, this one. There we go, that's back. Better, he's back in there now. Maybe when I put it through before I didn't just get hold of it good enough. Oh dear, come on. Oh, oh dearie me. Honestly, sewing is really good fun. It really is, I promise you. I'm going to tie this off. I'm going to tie it up before I cut it off, because I'm going to cut it off now. I've got it. I'm just going to tie that off there so it's not going to go anywhere. Alright. That'll look really good. I don't know, we'll put it this way on the front of a journal, because I'm going to take it back here a bit. Right. You could cover the journal first with something else and then put this on here. I'd like to do along here now to fix that bit. Make it look more like I want it to be, please. I'm going to make sure that this stays here where I can see it in full view of what I'm doing. Hopefully. There we go. And I don't need all those. I don't know what possessed me to take all them out of this thing. I just don't understand that. I was trying to find smaller ones, wasn't I? But I did find some, so I'll come back there while you're not looking one time, and I'll put them on there, because you don't need to show you that again, because it's already on the video that I did first on this, one of the earlier videos. I'm mixing these in, you know what? It doesn't matter, because I'm going to need them when I go to put the rest of them on, aren't I? That's the way. Yeah, they'll all be in the same jar. All I've got to be able to do is find it, though, hey? Yep. But anyway, I feel really good about having to go out tomorrow, since I haven't been for a while, so I feel really good about that. Actually, you'll be seeing this that day, so it'll be up the day that I go out, because I haven't been out now for over a week. That's weird, because I feel like I really want to. Sometimes you feel you need to get out there in the world for. It's really hard when you have to when you're stuck inside, isn't it? We don't like the lockdown thing, and we're not on lockdown, but I hope it doesn't happen again. We only had to stay home for a while there last year, when because we've been really lucky here. So these are not going in here straight, are they? It's not them that's doing it, Sonya, it's you. You silly old thing. Dear, oh dear. Yes, well, that's all I could find to put in there for the time being anyway. Now I'm going to have a mouthful of water. Think about what I've got to do now. I've got cotton. It's all here in front of me. I've got a needle. I'm not an idea to be seen, because I did have something on a piece of paper here that I was using the last time for an idea. That's gone by the wayside many hours ago, that did. This just left me. I didn't put it away nicely at all. Actually, it was all because of that. I'm blaming the lace for that, because the lace is really crowding me out of my room here today. Oh, okay, so there's a bowl. I said I wanted a bowl, didn't I, to put stuff into. Just got to find a couple of stitches, Sonya. That's all you need to do. Find a couple of different ideas for stitches. Remember I said I didn't want it last video that I didn't want to keep putting stuff in that on my pin cushion. I think the bowl might be too big. Who wants to collect up this much stuff? Not me. I want to give that a miss, I think. Piece of paper with me idea on it. No, that's not got it on there, because that's all to do with that. Okay, crazy patchwork. Right, got it. Oh, I've got the patchwork thing. I don't know if I've got an idea unless I take one. I'll get one off one of the other pieces I've done, eh? I'll just go on there and have a look and see what I've done on this. And I can just... That's a good idea. Because when my brain's not really working, I'm just... Okay, look at that. Isn't that cool? I'll do it like this. I don't know if I've finished it yet or not, though. I don't think I'm calling that finished yet. I don't think so. Okay. But I really like what I've done with it. I must say. I can come up with something that'll go on here. There'll probably be some beads or something. Actually, I need to put another row of stitching. Just a quick row of stitching. We'll run that down there, please. Right. Colour would be the blue, hey? How about some blue? That'll look nice, won't it? Yes, it will, definitely. I've already got some on there. That doesn't matter, though. This looks a bit daggy, doesn't it? But I'm going to fix that. I'm going to cover it over. Hang on. This is a bit bluer. A bluer one, darker one. Oh dear, I think I want to do green now. Got pieces of thread here everywhere because I'm always cutting off something, aren't I? Anyway, we need to do this really good so we can put something over it and cover it over so it's... Well, you can't see all the messes I've made on it. Actually, what it is glue. You can see the glue under it, and you can see there's some little stitch marks, which I don't know. Maybe I can disguise them a bit. I don't know yet. Let's see what happens, eh? Because you scratch your needle through it. I showed you that the other day. Now I'm going to start up here. I need to put this end bit on. I'll come back and do it. It doesn't matter if this is upside down. I don't care. I don't think. Is it green? There's not green there. That's yellow, isn't it? Yeah. No, it doesn't matter, does it? I'll just make it into something interesting, I suppose. I'm just going to stitch up along here. This slow stitching is so good. I mean, this is a version of it, hey? Back under there. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just do this, I think. What do you reckon? It'll be like a, what's the name? Blanket stitch only sideways. Oops. Oh, they keep getting caught around there, little blue things. Little blue sequences, they do. Okay. Good. See, that's what I got now. This is a sideways blanket stitch. Or half a... Yeah, you can put it through your own thread. That's not a good idea. Put it through there. Hello. Very good. Next one. Yeah. That is not too bad, does it? I'll have to find something really fancy to do with it. Where's my needle gone to? Won't come through there. It's not aiming it properly. I hope everybody's out there doing a bit of sewing. A bit of sewing, a bit of journaling, whatever you feel like. Might start the knitting thing now that I've found myself a couple of pairs of needles. I'll have to see. I don't know if I'll be doing that on that. I probably could do a bit, show you something, I suppose. I just want to do that, what is it called now? I forgot. I want to learn how to do them squares that you make a blanket, but you're knitting your squares all together as you go. What was that called? It's mitered. It's a modded square, I think. I think that's what it is. Anyway, I want to teach myself, oh well, I'm going to go and Google a bit of it, I suppose, and teach myself how to do that, because I really like to knit, but I don't like to knit a garment. Not anymore. Did that. Did a lot of that. I do love crocheting too, but I've done more than that than what I... Now here where that glue is, where I've really glued it down, it's got a nice nasty mark there, so we're going to do something about that. And it's a bit hard to stick the needle through because it's a bit hard. It's gone a bit stiff, the fabric has. Bit of another mouthful of this coffee. It'll be really cold in a minute. Sorry about that. You can hear that. But the camera's fair there near my face, so I actually accidentally taped a bit of video there the other day. And when I looked at it, I'm there breathing. I suppose you've got to prove that. All you do is me puffing away. I don't know whether it's something I just do. I hope I'm not like that all the time. You probably don't take much notice of what you... Actually, probably at first, you know, when I did videos and I don't know about other people, you probably really worry about, you know, with your breathing or your snivelling or something like that. But it can't be helped, you know. If you're going to sit there and take all that out of your videos, you're never going to get anything done because it takes a really long time to edit a video. Unless you've got something that you paid a bit of money for and it's flash or something that goes fast. I don't know if there's such a thing, but I sort of, if I was doing it, it's just going to take me forever and I just wouldn't waste my time because I wouldn't be putting up anything. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look ducky? I know you probably can't see any difference from what I just did a minute, you know, prior to that, but anyway, it's kind of got a knot in it too. Got to stop aiming underneath the screen. The screen's at the side of my camera. Got to go under the camera lens, Sonya. Okay, only 8 years of doing this, you know. I think I've gone past me 8 years. I think 8 years might have been in 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21. So 8 years was in July. April, yes. July hasn't got here. Or is it July? Could be. No, it could be July. Maybe it is. Well, I said that, didn't I? I could be right. Okay, so now we need to make something else pretty on here. I think I'm going to put beads and stitches up all these, I think. You know, like to add to the interest of it, I reckon. This one here, I might put little flowers along something. Maybe, yeah, I'll do that because I don't want to have you here watching me just fiddle about. We can go up here, eh? On the green and the yellow, it'll look really nice. Just got to figure out what I want to put on the green and the yellow. Got those ones. Maybe we just sew a little flower there. I do love these beads. Really pretty, and I had some bigger sizes. When I got these, I was so excited. The only thing about this is when you turn them, they start to get all over the place, and here I go turning them, because I really would like some of these here, this colour. Best idea for this, I think, is for me to take these out of here. I think that's what's going to be the best idea, because when I go to move it back, it works, but they all push into one another, and it's just really annoying. No patience, me. Plus I've got these here, but I think these are too big. These Boogle ones, these purple ones. They're too big to put in there. Well, I like the sequence, but I do like those things better. Maybe them smaller of them. That's all right. It was just me paper thing falling over. I didn't want it to look the same as the piece opposite it. I got some white ones there, but they're not very clear. Not very. This end or this end? Here. You can't really see them, can you? Right. There must be a place where I have long beads. There must be a place where I have bugle beads. Where's me? Now I need this. And I need this. And I'm going to get a colour that is close to that, which I'm going to get a piece off here, I think. I want to put them purple things on there. Don't know what yet I'm going to do with them yet. I'll have to think about it while I'm going along. Yes, that's how we do it. Now, I don't know what my cat was doing on my dressing table the other day, but he's lost one of my rings because I found one, I had 3 on, and I found one on the floor. There's one on the table. I don't know where the other one is. And it doesn't make me happy, but I'll go and find something else. I'll find another one. Because I've got tubby old fingers. I don't know what size I need to wear. Buy myself some more. Get in there. Come on. That thing's twisted that bad that it's just as like threading the needle, isn't it, really? Now let's put that with a pin back on here. Should go in there, but obviously leave it on top and then I won't have to worry about looking for it, will I? Know where it is. Okay, we've got a bit of thread here, haven't we? Try not to have too much, but right, should I put that on first or the... Okay. Suppose I'll put the bead in the centre. Just try that and see what it feels like. We could put a few. How about 3 of them in the middle? Not really doing anything, is it? It's not really that interesting, is it? Okay. Alright, try again. I know this is probably painful for you, but I do like to do this as I'm going because the time it takes for you to do the thing, practice, you might as well be doing it. So all I got to think about is that, because it's a little bit time consuming what I do. And unless you want to make 2 or something, you're probably better off to do it this way and put a video up as you're doing it, and then people can see what happens when things don't go right. Hopefully I can fix it. So all I'm doing is just going through here, picking up a bead and putting it back through. At the top of all these little cross bits here, see? Little posts. And hopefully they'll all stand up like that. You could have them laying down, I suppose, and then it'll make a nice little interesting thing. Maybe I should do that with the rest of them because it'll need 2 pieces of thread to go through. So what I'll do is put that one through it and then go back and bring it up. Which way will we go? Here. Go back through the bead again. And sometime today be nice. Come on. Oh dear, oh dear. So I've come back up through that bead too, and I'm going to go back down again, and that'll make that sit, hopefully, like that. Okay, and I might do that with these others when I finish going across here. I'll fix those ones on the end so they'll stay like over. This one's too close together, maybe. You could do with a little bit of a movement. Put another bit of thread going through the centre of it. So go down the outside of the bead while it's laying flat. And the one's moved. Of course, it would have. Come here. I'm going to go back down here, and this time I'm going to catch the bead and pull it over and take that down in there, and that'd be easier than trying to come up through it at the back. Get me? I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to be a little way away from that thing, alright? Here, right, I'm not quite on it, okay? So I can put the bead on. I can go back down in there close to it. Alright, I can come back up there again, close to the green thing and not fair on top of it though, and then go back down in there and hopefully it'll turn over, which it isn't going to because it's going to play the fool with me. I'm going to put another piece of thread through here and see if I can turn it down over. Make it sit up like that. Okay. And it did. Took a bit of doing, but it did it. I'll keep stitching it till it goes where I want it to. I think it looks nice sitting like that. If you're understanding this, I'll show you again. I'm going to go back down in here. Alright. Then I've got to come up there again. But I'm not coming up through the bead. I'm going to go back down through the bead. So it'll turn, maybe, sit down. Oh dear, I'm all over the place here this morning. Something is, but that's okay, you know, because I reckon you can do things and get them right, but sometimes they're not so much. Some of these are they're not very good size. When I say not very good size, they're a good size, but they're all over the place. Some of them are a lot longer than others, and therefore that's a bit harder for them to sit down. Back in this. So where you took that down, you want to be nearly opposite about where you're going to go in with this next thread. It went through my finger. Oh my God. I threaded my finger on there. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to. Goodness me. That looks pretty. See how high that one there is? I'd rather get something a bit flatter. Because if they're high, they don't like it turned down, do they? Make them turn over a bit. Up through there. Put this down over through that way. There we go. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. What do you think? Does that look alright? It's not bad, is it? Could be little somethings on there. Little somethings, Sonya. Little somethings. I watched, me and Jeremy did, we watched Jeremy Clarkson, who used to drive cars in England. You know, he did a show on about cars. His farm story. Oh, gee, that was good. Oh, it was really, really good. I recommend that. It was on... Actually, it's on Amazon. Is it on Amazon or... I think it's on Amazon Prime, I think. but it was, so great. He, you know what, he's just a really, really good man, really nice, amazing man. It was just so cool. He was going to be, he doesn't do the car driving anymore, but he does, I don't think so. Well, it doesn't be on that story anyway. So, but he was such a good person, you know, you could tell by the way he dealt with the animals and what he was doing and everything. He's just such a good man. I think he was anyway. I think he is. I really enjoyed that series. It's about 6 episodes. I think. Could be more. 10? I don't know. But anyway, it's only been released a little while. I did. It was good. No, we sat there and watched it and kept wanting to see the next episode. Well, it's not actually a documentary, I suppose it is, kinda, about him doing his farm. And yes, he does have, he is able to get what he needs for it, and that's good. And honestly, it was just a really good story. It really was. I really enjoyed it. I wonder if he's going to do another one. It was about his year farming. His year in the farm. Because he bought it a long time ago, but he hadn't actually been working on it himself. He's seemed to do really well. Didn't know the first thing about what he was doing, and that was good, I suppose, because then it showed everybody, you know. And I know he had a lot of helps, but he still did a lot himself. He did. So it's called Clarkson's Farm, something or other. Dear. But anyway, I am stuck now to find something else to watch. I got one story that comes up every Tuesday. That's a bit annoying because sometimes you feel like having a bit of a look, and I like to watch a video. You know, I like a good series. I do. That's what I do of an afternoon for a couple of hours, and then sleep for a couple of hours. Maybe not a couple of hours, but anyway. There won't be any of that today. Getting out of bed at 9 o'clock. Dear oh dear. Couldn't believe it. Slept in till 9 o'clock. I don't know what was up with the cat. He usually makes sure we get up early. I was awake actually at 6:30, and I said to Jeremy, I think I might have another hour, which turned into all them hours. But anyway, your body must need it. Mine does. If it can't get to sleep, it definitely needs to sleep. So I hope tomorrow's got sunshine on it, in it. Oh dear. Our Google Mini, which is one of those things, you know, you talk to and you can ask it questions, and it doesn't know a lot, but it just tells you what the weather's going to be like. It's just like a little, computery sort of thing, I guess. You don't know what they are. I don't know, you've just got a different one over in England. I know there's a different name for yours. I can't remember what it was now. And America and places, maybe it's got the same thing, I don't know, but mine gets me upset sometimes. She says some silly things. Why did Jeremy ask it one day? I don't know, but he can sing. I got it to sing Happy Birthday to Jeremy. I said, sing Happy Birthday to Jeremy, and she did. It was really cool, but the only reason I knew that was because he did it when it was my birthday. He got her to sing for me too. You can talk to it and it tells you stuff, but, you know, if you ask it a question, sometimes it doesn't know a lot of things, but of course it just depends what sort of program you got in it, I guess, or some things you have to pay for, I guess, more than what it just does normally, but we just don't want to be doing that. It's just, you know, because you can't, some of them you can pay for music and you can get it to play your song. But it plays games and stuff, you know, you can do a quiz thing with it, but I don't be bothered with that. Just initially that's what my daughter bought it for me, and she just showed me them sort of things that it does. I think sometimes she sounds like she's cranky with me. That's It's really weird, that is, when it answers you and it sounds like it's angry with you. So anybody that really likes my stories, my videos I should say, and my story, if you really would look, put a like on it for me please if you do. Subscribe, be nice. I've been sort of sitting on the same amount as the same number. I've been around about 11,000 for a while now, but that's okay. I mean, I know everybody doesn't watch you again either because you only get a certain amount of views, and that's all right too, but the likes are good because then they show you things about something the same as mine anyway, I think. It comes up on your feed, I think. I can't get into the technology too much. It does me head in, fair dinkum. I've learnt what I've learnt so far by just persisting and, you know, being persistent and getting on with it, but I just can't get myself to go any further. It's just too much sometimes. You only need to know the basics, as I think. Like I said, I've been playing games on here too, finding things on the finding thing, what's the name, online, and I really enjoyed doing that. You've got to have things to keep your brain active. Playing Sudoku after I went to bed, probably not a good idea. I just write, that's actually doing that in a book with a pencil, doing me Sudoku, because that's good for my brain, isn't it? I didn't know how that worked at first, and I thought, I can't do that, and it's really easy actually. It's really easy. It's not hard at all. You probably thought I was clever there for a few minutes. Dear. Righto. I think they look really cool. I really do. I might have to stitch some more down a bit better, but I think they look really nice. I might do around here now. This has got to have to be tackled because otherwise it's going to go all kafooey. Kafooey, if that's a word. Now I've got to try and roll this back across here till I get... left it undone one day. I thought, oh, geez, I haven't got many of them left in that one. I didn't use any. There we are, we got it. It's right. Now I'm going to go around the outside of here, up there first, and then do my edges. And I think I'll do that in blanket stitch because we would, wouldn't we? I don't know about this bit. They'd have to be really small, whatever I put there. I might even put the purple in that. Might even put this purple around there because it's only a thin thread. Just using the crochet thread. This one here, I don't know what size it is. I've got nothing on that, I'm sorry. Can't even begin to tell you. It's probably as old as me. Got to do something with his leg. Oh dear. Not a lot you can do with legs, is there? It's just truthful and annoying really bad. Hurting really bad. Don't know why. I think I told you in the last video about it. I'm always having a grizzle about something, aren't I? Oh, he's got... I'm sure you understand. Maybe not if you're a young person. You don't have any issues when you're young, do you? Not a lot anyway, if you're lucky. Young people. Well, I'm not going to do that because you know what? That's not going to work. Because Sonya hasn't butted it together properly enough, so it will work. So we're going to have to put something on this, right? Something on that. Very small, thin piece of something. And this is what I was looking at before, wasn't I? Don't know if this is going to be the right sort of thing to use, though. I don't know if I got that out of my road or not. See, that would go. That will sit over that and hold it on nicely, and that's what we need to do that, don't we? Yes, we do. And then do we sew here first or last? Okay. So I'm going to finish it off with those two pieces because I can't see myself. No, it's got to come in. It's got to come in so I can go around the edge of it. Righto. I'm going to glue that down. I am. And then maybe I will... Because it can't go right all the way around there, can it? Just barely it will fit. Let's try and see if we can make this really good. Try and see if you can make it really good, Sonya. Okay. So you're going to have to start over here. This is not going to come out for me straight away, is it? I know that. Oh, yes, it did. Oh, dear. I don't need too much of you, so don't be too heavy-handed with it. Okay. Now we'll put this on the right way. Doesn't matter if I've got a little bit over the edge. I can nip that off later. I just need to get this so it's going to curve and still look like it's supposed to, which I think I've made a bit of a faux pas there already, have I? Around here like this. Don't you put too much on it, but I have. Oh dear, oh dear. Needs to go on the green a bit, doesn't it? You know, that would have been nice if it was a colour, but I don't have a colour, and I'm not going to hit it with something now, this late stage. You know, by that I mean I'm not putting any marker. Sorry, trying to concentrate on two things at once just gets a bit hard. Sometimes talking and doing. Oh dear, it went over the edge. Oh my goodness me, Sonya. I don't know if that's a good thing because it's not bad. It's not bad. This bit here just went kicky out, didn't it? Kick it back in there, Sonya. Get it back in there. Doesn't look anything like a fan now, does it? Doesn't really matter what it looks like, as long as you went there with the idea. It come up that good. I do like it. Right, and then if I put the other piece around here, it will sort of blend in, sort of ish, this way. In or out the other way. Oh, like this. A minute. I bought this stuff by the mile. I don't know why I did. It was accident, but it was a good accident. That looks better going down. Yes, it does. Got to stop pulling these pieces off here. I need them on there. Bit of glue under that. Okie dokie. Now we put this on here. Do you think I need to do all around this with this thing or not? Will this be I think I do. I think I do because I think it's going to look peculiar if you don't. Righto, so I'm going to cut this off really close and careful because I could probably do it after I've stuck that stuff on, but I want to stick the stuff on. This has got to be, make sure this is stuck down. Now you got to work out these edges, these ends. You do these ends properly. If you butt that right up against there nice, hopefully Oh, come on, this is going to muck about because it's going to dry and it will be too sticky or something. Play up on me. You're a rotten old thing, yeah? Don't play up on me. Don't come undone either. Wait for it to dry a bit, Sonya. That looks better. It looks like a shell. That's the way. That's the way. We're good on that. We're good with that. Just cut them bits off there that are hanging over. Fair on the edge there. We need that to be. You know what? It's probably not sticking because it's not drying, and I'm plastering more on there. Dear oh dear. Wait for it to dry, Sonya. Don't be sticking more down. That should have come all the way. Oh, I cut it off. Oh my goodness me. What did I do that for? I could have went all the way down there. No, I'm going to have enough. I've got more somewhere. Just going to have to find it. I'm taking that off there. That's wrong. Put some more down here. Why did I do that ever? Why ever did I do that? Lay more up along there. Hope this is going to hold. And it's got to go further. See, hang on to it, Sonya. It's okay. It's going to stick. It's going to have to stick. It's going to have to stick. This one might be too wet. I've just got to turn a bit in. Turn in a bit there. Cut that off. I'm going to have to find another piece. But I don't have it here handy. I bet you think you like I don't have it here handy. Oh, no, I've got some more somewhere. It's just a matter of that. Finding it, isn't it, really? Right. It's going to be hard to get now. It's going to be hard to get. I do have more. I'm sure I have more. Don't be cry. And I've got more of it because I had a real lot. A real lot somewhere. It's not in there. I will find it. I'm sure I will find it and I'll put it in there. And my hair's annoying me. I don't like tying it back anymore, but it's getting a bit long now. I still don't want to tie it up. Come on, here we go. Here's more. Look at this. Oh, goody. I just have time to put it down too before I have to switch this off. Am I still in the shot? All good. And I've got way too much glue on here, haven't I? Hey, way too much glue. Nearly put it down the wrong way. I'll put it up here so I can get stick down, stick down, stick down. That's annoying me having it sitting there. Oh dear. How's that look? I don't think it's too bad. If I get really disappointed with it, I will have to colour it in or something. Stitch over the top of it. I don't know. I hope I don't have to do that. I hope I can just keep it like it is and put it on a journal cover or something, because the only thing I need to do now is take some off this part here. That bit. Stick down, please. Stay. Glue. Anyway, I'm going to just cut this back here, okay, and all I'm going to have is going to be that much. Alright, so what do you think? So far so good? Not bad. Okay, that looks really cool. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.